I mean, who doesn't kind of like a back to school haul type thing? But this is actually in tarot. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So today we're going to take part in the hashtag back to school tarot by Strength Reversed. I'll make sure to tag her channel below, and on her video there's the prompts and everything. But I did see this video originally, actually. Now, Strength Reversed is the original creator. Sorry, I should say that. But I first seen it on Juli over at Peekaboo Rose, so I'll make sure to tag her video also, because that was super fun to watch. So, I'm not in school anymore. Been many years since I was in school. I'm not a teacher either, actually. So, I don't know why did I say that as if we're surprised. There's no way. I salute all you teachers. I just, great props to you. But if you're new here, hi, like I said, I am Hen. I cover all things tarot, oracle, cloud related spirituality, finding glimmers and magic in the mundane. So if that's your kind of jam, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you part of the family. Hit the like because it does help my channel out. And also hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload, and feel free to follow me on any of my socials. Without further ado, and too much chit-chatty, let's get into the prompts. So, it's been many years since I was in school, so I haven't had a first day of school in a very long time. But not that I ever cared for school, I don't miss it. I definitely miss college more than I miss like primary and secondary school. I definitely miss the summer holidays and having a week off here, 2 weeks off here. I mean, I definitely think there are things I took for granted. But aside from that, I loved the stationery hauls. I love getting new pens and pencils, and that has definitely followed me into adulthood. So I love when new notebooks and pens and pencil cases and sticky notes and highlighters and the lot come out. I love that because I'm here for it. I'm like, yes, I'm going to buy it all. Why? Because I'm an adult now and I have the money to do so. So I can do it on a budget, of course, because like, honestly, I try to be a bit mindful with buying pens, although I'm constantly using buyers and stuff, so that's never wasted, no, to be fair. But anyway, let's get into the first prompt, which is first day of school. And it's pick a card that reflects how you're feeling about the upcoming season or new beginnings in your tarot practice. Now, I have to say, you can either work with one deck, which is what I have done, which I thought was a cool way to kind of have a deeper look at the cards, or you can pick multiple decks. I don't think there's actually any restrictions, and if there was, or rules I should say, I was going to break them anyways. So the deck that I picked, I'm so eager to get into this, I totally forgot to mention the deck. Ooh, I can hear myself, I'm talking at the rate of 90 today. Okay, I'm good. Oh, is the Hedge Witch Tarot. So what's in that? I think it's actually the card stand, which so many of you actually have helped me out on how to work it. So thank you. I am going to try that. So that is the deck that I am working through. Just to give you an insight, I do have a walkthrough of this deck. So just to give you a bit of an insight. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. And I figured this is such a good one to use for this. So the first, and I wanted to use the guidebook as well, just to add in from my own 2 cents and then from the guidebook also. And it is pick a card that reflects how you're feeling about the upcoming season or new beginnings in your tarot practice. And so I actually picked the 2 of Wands, which, without having looked at the guidebook from the imagery alone, it was, to me, I'm looking forward to kind of tending to things that I've been wanting to tend to. I feel like it has been a long time, because it actually did pick, believe it or not, the 10 of Swords. And you're probably like, man, why would you pick that? Because currently, at the moment, this is what my life feels like. It is just chaotic and all over the place. And I'm literally just trying to hold on to things and be like, okay, there is calm amidst the chaos. But I am looking forward to this season really planning, prepping, looking after, planting seeds and things like that in my own practice, that has been a long time coming. I really feel like it has been a really long time, and even here with the moon, it feels like it's like a loading circle. So I definitely feel like, yes, 200%, that is kind of where I'm at and how I feel about the upcoming tarot season, I suppose, if you are my tarot practice. Tarot practice is that I'm ready to start planning. Prompt number 2 is teacher's pet. Which card are you happy to see anytime it pops up? And now I don't have this deck particularly long, so I'm just speaking from the actual card, name of the card that pops up in a reading. And for me, I'm always happy to see my Queen of Pentacles, because not only is that gorgeous and very earthy and very rooted and like maternal, but also practical. I always get the sense of that reminder here to drink. With the Queen of Pentacles is, it always reminds me of my great grandmother. So when this pops up, I always feel like it's, oh jeepers, I got kind of distracted there, sorry. I got lost in thought. It is really nice to know that she's around, and especially when it pops up in a reading, it just feels like her way of popping in to say, hi, I'm here, you know, to keep you kind of I suppose in a way, I'm always trying to find ways to articulate. It's just a great reminder that she's just there, and she was a very grounded woman, in fairness, even though she's a Pisces. It's very funny. But for me, my Queen of Pentacles, I always kind of associate with her because she was just always determined and confident in herself. That's the way she always came across to me. So it's just a reminder from her to me to remember my own confidence and kind of where I have come from and what my lineage is, what my heritage is. Prompt number 3 is Professor. So choose a card that embodies someone or something that taught you an unforgettable tarot lesson. And I picked actually 2 very difficult cards, or what I feel like some people would see as difficult, is the 3 of Swords and the Tower. And the reason I picked these is because even when I was learning, I always shied away. If these popped up, I'd always like put them back. Occasionally I still do that. Occasionally I still pop these back into the deck and be like, not today. But what it has reminded me of, at one point or another, we have all gone through heartbreak, and we've all had our heart broken, whether it be from a romantic aspect, from family members, friends, acquaintances, maybe just somebody being mean on the internet, okay? We have, over time, eventually gotten over that, and we've healed and we've learned from it and whatnot. And we also realize sometimes that people are just a-holes and there's nothing you can do to change it. But I also realized as well with the Tower, and it has taught me a great lesson, a really good lesson with the Tower, is that sometimes the foundations of things become rocky and it needs to fall apart. Some things need to fall apart so that we can rebuild the foundation that it is built on, so that it is much sturdier to build that tower back up, that it is much better than what it was originally. That sometimes old things have to fall apart for newer things to come in. So while it may feel chaotic and all over the place and cause us heartbreak, that we too can build up. Sometimes you might have it all and you lose it all, and it's just a great reminder that it changes. Life changes and it ebbs and flows. That's where I'm coming with that. Prompt number 4 is School Crush. So which tarot card is obsessed with you right now? And I would have to say, now, I'll be honest, my practice has not been the best this year as far as pulling tarot cards, and excuse me, I'll be honest, my memory of what cards have come up often isn't really. But what I would say is this card embodies definitely what my cards have been telling me. So I suppose there's been a pattern, not so much a card. And it's the 6 of Cups for me. And it is about, and I did want to look it up in the guidebook as well, boundaries, which is a big thing. I'm always telling people, not always, but like, I'll be the first one to tell you, set boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries, you know, sometimes we have to do things that we have to do and we don't have a choice. And then there's sometimes we push ourselves when we don't really need to. And at the moment, I feel like I have too many cups going for sure. And I feel like my cards are screaming at me constantly, going, would you please, for the love of all that is good, slow the F down. I can feel that already today as it is. And I have a jam-packed day. Jam-packed with loads of things that I know I need to get done. I'm as impressed as the next person. But anyway, we move through it. But I'm also reminding myself that taking a day off doesn't make me lazy. Actually, it makes me able to be more productive when I have the energy. But anyway, so boundaries. I definitely feel like this is a big theme that is coming up all year. Number 5 is hall pass, which we don't have these in Ireland. Well, we didn't have them when I was in school. So which card has imagery that transports you to another place? And the card that I picked, oh, I love this, from this deck was Strength. And I just loved this. I can see the curiosity shop that this is, with its books and its trinkets and its antiques and the decks and the crystals and like the live birds and the oddities. I can nearly smell the incense smoke that is like wafting through the room. I can hear the bell of the door over the door when it opens, with people coming in and out. You can hear the hustle and bustle of people on the street as the door opens. I feel like there's a bakery next door as well to this place. So you get the scent of like loaves and sweet treats being cooked, and it's just, I can hear like the chatter of people coming in and out buying their beautiful curiosities or wands or books, or maybe inquiring about certain things. Can you tell I'm like really into this? And I love like how there's might possibly be different chatters going on, different creatures. It's a pure wizardly world or fantasy world of just different beings living amongst each other. It's just chef's kiss. I love it. Number 6 is our study hall. So which card represents a tarot concept or lesson you're struggling with right now? And I feel like the lesson that I'm struggling with, and I picked the 7 of Swords, and I did want to look it up, excuse me, was that for me, this, to be honest, I feel like this card is really saying you're kind of all over the shop at the moment, which is like accurate. It really is. Yeah, opposition. And it just feels like you cannot get a clear path on your journey. So you need to set clear boundaries. Here we go again with the boundaries. So the appearance of the card in the reading can also mean that someone around you is dishonest. Well, that's not the case here at all. It is actually making clear boundaries. Again, I feel like there is just so much. This is a lesson I seem to be needing to learn, is that there is so much happening around me at all times. This year, more so than any other year. Honestly, I feel like this year has been the most chaotic year I have had in a very long time. And I feel like I'm constantly on the go all the time. There's always something to be dealt with, or something to do, or something, whatever, you know what I mean? And so I feel the sense of my cards are really saying, like, please just get off the broom for a minute. Get off the broom. But I know I also, and I don't know who else feels like this, I have an awful habit of going, yeah, I will, once I have this thing done. And then this thing has to be done. And then this, and then it just becomes a whole freaking thing of things that need to be done. So, boundaries and rest, proper rest as well. Number 7 is no past in class. So what card is a secret message from the universe you need to hear? And so the card I always feel is like that secret note is the 10 of Pentacles. And it's also a great reminder for me that I have everything I need around me, and that abundance and prosperity looks different to everyone, and success looks different to everyone. And to not forget that, and to remember that things change all the time. So being present is very, very important. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that with that one. Number 9 is honor roll. So choose a card that you understand and just get. And the card I got is, or the card that I chose, to be honest, is the Hermit, believe it or not. And I get it. I understand it. I'm very much a hermit person. I like to be on my own for the most part, actually. I do enjoy my company. I'm on my own, but I'm not lonely. Okay, so, there is a difference between the two. I enjoy being with my cats and my dogs, right? I enjoy being in my own space. I enjoy creating and cooking up different ideas myself. But also, I can get stuck in that hermit and I can forget that sometimes you do actually need to socialize. But I find sometimes socializing just draining. But then again, that comes down to the company that you're around as well. So, and also when you do videos and you chat a lot, you really don't feel lonely at all. I really don't. When I'm chatting with you guys in the comments, or if you're messaging me on Instagram or sending me emails, and it doesn't feel lonely at all. So I definitely understand the whole hermit way of being, but not to get lost in that either. And last but certainly not least is backpack. If you could only carry one tarot card in your backpack for the year ahead, what would it be? And I actually picked the Wheel of Fortune, which is very funny. But the reason I would pick this is not just because it's it's a good luck card and all that. I always feel like it's a lucky card. But one, it's really stunning. But it also reminds me that seasons come and seasons go. Things change all the time. The wheel always turns. Sometimes we're up here, sometimes we're down there. Sometimes we're in the middle and we're in limbo. And we don't know where we're going or what we're doing. Or heck, we're all just paddling along, paddling around trying to figure out what the heck we are doing. Because I have come to the conclusion that that's what most adults are doing. We do not have it together. We are literally just paddling along, hoping for the best and hoping something sticks. I really feel like that's how we're all just kind of figuring it out. So, yeah, that is pretty much my back to school tarot. If you've taken part in this tag, do make sure to tag the original creator and also let me know. I'd love to check it out. Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Remember, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.